is in Uwezo. Now, this road has been a matter here by my colleagues. Honorable Koichenga is there, Honorable Francis Muricho is there. And in June, you had said all the processes were complete. It was the Minister of Finance. And now I'm happy the Minister of Finance is here. The Minister for Works is here. Madam Prime Minister, we thought this would be our gift to our people for this Christmas. So can you say something as we are going for Christmas? Thank you.
Honourable Minister for Works, with the Wear and Seeker Road. It seems today Honourable Katumba didn't come with gifts.
Right Honourable Speaker and Honourable Members, Buzuwera and Sika Road is already a road in the pipeline, but we are just finalizing with the Minister of Finance, the financing modalities. But others, we have the contract already, and the Minister of Finance, they are still negotiating on the term sheet. And once that is done, we'll have the project launched. But otherwise, it's not even in NDP4, it's in NDP3, and we will implement it before NDP3 expires.
Tebandeke.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, I'm aware of the 1 billion Uganda shillings allocated to district for road maintenance and sort of such activities. But during this flood season, a lot of roads have been affected. And the district has no capacity to acquire the AMCO culverts that can be installed in the drained swamp areas with water logging, huge capacity. May I get to know from the Minister Works, my brother, why don't you improvise these districts with AMCO culverts to effectively maintain these roads? Thank you.
Honourable Minister.
Yes, Right Honourable Prime Minister and Right Honourable Speaker and members. The issue of the flooding is of course a challenge, not only in Bali and Kayunga. We had already made a budget for acquiring, and we know most of the the most needed spots. We have already come up with a budget. We have shared with the Prime Minister, and she's again, as she will tell you, possibly she's coordinating with the Minister of Finance to see whether we can get some emergency funds to respond to this rainy season situation, which is not the normal situation of road maintenance. So let's be hopeful that the Prime Minister will be able to get some money. Yes.
I want the honourable member to appreciate. Sometime back you came here and you were requesting government to help you connect Galilaya to Kawongo. That was done. Once in a while, appreciate. Tebandeke appreciate my son.
Right Honourable Speaker, on behalf of the people of Bali, we do appreciate the elevation of Kanda Kawongo swamp by the government. But now there are a lot of other pending issues.
By which government? NRM government.
Honourable Speaker, I felt it necessary that when government has really acted on members' issues, they should once in a while appreciate. And one of them is that one. So, Right Honourable Speaker and colleagues, as you are aware, the policy is now that people leave the swamp areas. I want you to inform your people, those who are settling back to those swamp areas, not to go back. Because again, that place will flood, because we are told they are going back to those swamp areas. And yet we bought them land at a place called, is it in Chedicho? So we are going to settle them in Chedicho. Let's not go back. Thank you so much.
Lop.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'll be very brief. I want to thank the Prime Minister for dispensing lots of justice to the questions. A quick one on traffic lights, which was a question raised by the Honorable Organ. Much as Organ of Kumi municipality. Much as these traffic lights are hyped, where they are even in the capital city here, most of them are malfunctional, Mr. Speaker. And I would like the Prime Minister to appreciate that. That either they could be using old technology, because most of these road junctions or those junctions in Kampala, if it were not for traffic police officers, there would be accidents and lots of confusion and clashes by road users because of those traffic lights malfunctioning. This last question on road maintenance in disaster-prone districts that have or places that have natural calamities like a flood, so even landslides. The ministry should be, I think, regularly prevailing upon accounting officers not to have roadworks during downpours, heavy downpours, because this has always affected the structural integrity of roads all over. With those few comments, I rest my case.
No,
and I wish you...
On that last point, Honorable Ambition.
Yes, please.
I think the ministry did, because I was in my area and I asked, why aren't you working? My chairman, LC5, Mr. Khadija Benon, told me the ministry had issued guidelines that they shouldn't start on roadworks during the rainy season. And
most obliged, but there were some very stubborn cows. I want to mention.
Thank you.
I want to mention adversely the one of Uruda, for instance. They stubbornly worked, purportedly conducted works during heavy downpours.
Thank you.
And there is virtually nothing to show.
Now,
with this, I would like to wish honorable members the best of the Christmas and the next year, 2025. May God abundantly bless you all.
Thank you, honorable colleagues. I want to once again guide. Okay, right, Honorable Prime Minister. Oh, it's a statement? No, it's Prime Minister. That one would require me to amend the order paper. No. So if it's a verbal message,
it is.
The rest you will speak.
Right, Honorable Speaker and honorable members, I want to first of all thank you and the Speaker for conducting business this year very well. A lot of government business has been achieved and done, especially the RAPEX, and I want to thank you, Mr. Speaker. And to members, I want to appreciate you most sincerely, the chairpersons of committees and the whips, for the work well done. 2024 has been a successful year. I want to also inform members that I was again elected as the female leader of the year in Africa. And I believe all this is because of the teamwork. The cabinet ministers, I want to appreciate you. And more especially the head of state for the work well done. May God bless you all. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you. You can see we have more reason for celebration after this. Honorable colleagues, once again, I want to inform committee chairpersons. I want to once again inform and guide the committee chairpersons, especially sectoral committees, that we have today received the budget framework paper. We have also received the National Development Plan 4. The National Development Plan 4 should inform the budget framework paper. So you cannot start processing the budget framework paper as sectoral committees before we approve the National Development Plan 4. So sectoral committees, please use this period to be sorting out your business which you had not yet completed, because we are going to be handling the budget. We want to concentrate and we scrutinize the budget deeply. So use this period which we are going in the 2 weeks when the budget committee will be handling the NDP 4. Use it very well, scrutinize, and we'll finish. Then, national economy also, please, you can utilize that time when the budget committee is very busy to tap into members to process the loans we have brought quickly so that they can be completed. There is one loan which was expiring tomorrow, and it was brought today. And I'm sorry I had to insist. A loan cannot spend 2 years in the corridors of the executive and come spend 1 day on the floor of Parliament. It had to be processed the way it should be processed. So I want us to avoid these situations when the loans are ready. Honorable Minister, Honorable Prime Minister would really always facilitate the Honorable Minister for Finance, especially on documents, on issues that require statutory deadline, to get space quickly on the cabinet order paper. They get space on the cabinet order paper so that we don't stampede Parliament here. I know he finished long time ago, most of this, but cabinet approval usually takes some time. So if we can coordinate very well on that, we will do a very excellent job. Otherwise, we promise to continue supporting you, to continue working together. This coming financial year, now we are going into the budget. Colleagues, read the documents they are giving. Please don't wait to ride on submissions of others on the floor. Go read. Go read. That's when you'll be asking the relevant questions. We don't complain, we don't, We want to thank you as the leadership of Parliament. The main speech thanking you will be at the venue outside, but on behalf of the Speaker and on behalf of the leadership of Parliament, we appreciate you for always supporting us to execute our mandate. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. House, I'm going to adjourn the House sign die, but the committees have to come back quickly, because when you look at 2 weeks from now, we might call you very, very early, first week of Jan, or immediately second week of Jan, to approve the National Development Plan so that we can now go on the budget framework paper. House adjourned, sign die.